I'm Nancy.
And I'm Eileen.
And we're from Cucumber Clothing. And we are sitting here in semi-isolation in May 2020.
Not quite 6 feet apart.
So we're sitting in my garden in North London. And just to say thank you firstly to Success Affairs for inviting us to do this little video about our company.
And about our success.
So Eileen, why don't you start with who are we and why did we start?
Who are we? Well, we're Cucumber Clothing, and we are a clothing brand that is designed by women, for women, which we are modelling. Why did we start, Nancy? Why did we start? It's a $1 million question, isn't it?
Well, we've known each other an awfully long time. So Eileen and I met at the school gates. It's got to be over 20 years ago now.
Not quite as long as that. Well, anyway, around 20 years
a long
ago.
Time
We've known
ago.
each other a long time. And about 3 years ago, say, we were both just seemed to have a lot of chats about the fact that we both like to work out. You do a lot of basketball.
Well, I play, but I try. Yeah.
You go running now. I used to do more running. Now I do more yoga and cardio. But anyway, between the two of us, we like
Spend
to
a lot of time in workout gear.
Yeah. And we love our workout gear because it's so comfortable to wear, and it's what they call performance fabrics. And we thought, why don't we have this kind of fabric in our everyday, day-to-day life?
I don't want to wear leggings all day.
Exactly. Well, we want the feeling of leggings all day, but we just don't want the constriction of, what you just call work clothes. So there was the kernel of our idea.
And in fact, we're both modelling some of our clothes now. So I have on our jumpsuit, which actually we've sold out of. It's been so popular in this colour.
Yeah.
And I'm really excited about our new jumpsuit that comes out in a couple of weeks, and a really lovely, our new material, which we'll talk through in a minute.
Yeah. And then this, which is in our, what we call our signature jersey, which is just a pretty little ballet top. I'm not going to unpop the popper, but the popper is unpoppable for those women who are breastfeeding, who are also...
You wear that a lot after yoga, don't you?
I wear it a lot after yoga, but I also wear it with jeans, and sometimes I even wear it with skirts. So we're all about multifunctionality, amongst other things. But yeah, so we started with a bang, didn't we? And it was funny because we launched in September 2017.
Yep.
And I had more recently run my own business, which is an online business as well. And I knew how hard it was. It's like climbing the mountain to drive traffic to your site, because there are millions, if not billions, of websites out there. How do you get people to come to your site?
Well, I was naive.
Yeah. Whereas you were full of hope. And 2 days after we launched, we had that amazing piece.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, by Lisa Armstrong, the fashion director in the Telegraph. And
so major national newspaper.
Major national fashion figure.
Yeah.
And the next day, the sales just kept paying in, and I was like, "This is crazy!
And
this is unbelievable!"
Well, what else would it be?
Exactly. You were like, "This is just so normal." Of course, we're a fantastic.
Never doubted it.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it happen? So
we've had other moments like that, though, haven't we? Do you remember we were at that meeting in the city, and we were all, dressed up for an important meeting, and we were looking. Our phones kept buzzing, and we were looking at them, and it was going ping, ping, ping. And then we realised that there'd been a piece in another major newspaper in the UK, the Daily Mail, all about how, I think it was the top 10 ways to keep cool
it was that
for
really
you and your
hot
pet.
summer. It was 2018, it was super hot.
And we were number one.
Yeah.
So we had a very funny day, because there we were, kind of in the city being, lots of meetings. And then it was down to our fulfillment in our jeans, just getting on down there.
Hair tied back.
The reality of your own small startup, you do everything, which has been great.
Yeah, absolutely. And we started our business 2.5, almost 3 years ago now, coming up to 3 years ago, which is a bit scary. And it's been a journey. And I think we both say to anybody who thought they had a good idea, just go for it. I mean, obviously, tick all the obvious boxes, talk to a lot of people, do your research, make sure that you have something that you feel is unique. So, it's quite difficult to break into market where there are tons of other people doing exactly the same thing. If you're the new kid on the block and there are lots of people,
there's got to be a reason people want to come to you.
Whereas we've always said that we sit right between the crossroads of fashion and technology. So we use performance fabrics, but in a fashionable way. So
we're all about the fabric. So I've got on as I said, it's a jumpsuit, but it has 9% cashmere in it. And it's like the jersey, but it's just got a more luxurious feel to it.
Yeah.
And then our most amazing discovery recently, in fact, I've got a piece here that I'm going to show you. This is one of my favourite pieces. This is our 37.5. And these are some clots that I particularly like. And this is a really amazing story, actually.
So nice.
Why don't you tell the story about the
37.5? Oh yeah. So one of the things with us is, because we say we're fashion tech, so fashion technology, and it's all about marrying performance fabrics the latest cutting edge fabric technology to what we think are really beautiful seasonless designs, and kind of fits in really well with the whole athleisure aspect of it, of life these days, and working from home, which clearly is a huge thing at the moment.
Particularly.
Exactly, and multifunctional busy lives. We are always on the lookout for what we think are really lovely fabrics. So this was our first one, and we always want something that, number one, performs. So it has to keep you looking uncreased, cool, smelling fresh, and
last a long time, because we're all about sustainability. So
it's all about keeping your cool in whatever situation you're in. You don't need to worry about the fact you might have a crumpled backside, or that you're a bit hot,
going to be crumpled,
or that you're a bit sweat. Doesn't matter.
I'm just going to demonstrate that here, because I'm going to scrunch this up, and there you go.
Still fresh as a daisy. But this fabric we absolutely love. We found it, and
so soft.
It's the magic property from this fabric technology comes from a volcanic mineral, so produced by volcanoes, and it was discovered by a man who, a young physicist, he was young at the time, it was quite a while ago, who was on a holiday in Japan, and he went to go have a hot spring bath, which is a really classic thing to do in Japan. But this one was a volcanic sand bath, which you can do, which you get buried up to your neck in sand, and he was dreading it slightly, thinking this is going to be crazy hot and it's going to be really uncomfortable, and I'm a bit scared. But then when he actually got buried in the sand, he was flabbergasted, because he actually felt quite cool. He felt his body was at the perfect temperature, and he couldn't get his head around it. But as a scientist, he went back to the States, he's American, and he did loads of research. 10 years later, came up with this idea for fabric technology, and it's been an enormous success.
It's amazing, really. Yeah, it's used in lots of different brands.
Exactly.
To keep it cool. And a lot of sportswear brands use it because it actually enhances people's performance, because it keeps you cooler while you're doing
So I'd say that Cucumber Clothing, big as we are, we're probably one of the smaller names that use 37.5. But that's been hugely successful, and
it's such a fabulous material. And we've had, and just one other material quickly while we're here, is this feels like silk. So we love this also because it's just a little bit more luxurious, and
I want to lift it up.
This is our lovely dress. So when holidays can start again, you could imagine this over a bikini. You can dress it up to go out for a meal out,
or quite frankly, just lounging in this chair with a nice cocktail.
A nice cocktail and a little book. But we were just saying before how we've had some, I don't know, there've been ups and downs. I mean, who thought we'd be at a point now where we're having to navigate lockdown? But do you remember when we first started and we went to our pattern cutter, and we were so naive?
Dear George.
And so the first thing George said to us was, "What did you used to do?" And we were like, "Why don't you do that still?" So we have to laugh at all the little anecdotes that we've picked up along the way, all the little things that we've learned so much, and we've come a long way since then.
We have. I don't think we're nearly as naive. I mean, there's still a lot more that we don't know than we do know, but the reality is we are running a successful business, and it's been amazing. I mean, the last big thing that's happened to us is we were featured on Dragon's Den, which was a big deal, even though it happened over such a long time, that the time unfolding, by the time it actually happened, it was in the back of our minds. But it's a little bit like that with fashion anyway, because you're always planning 6 to 8 months ahead with your next collection. You've got to think about the colours of your collection first, and then you need to think about the shapes and styles, and then you think about the manufacturing of it, and then you finally think about selling it. So
and we've been very lucky with manufacturing, because we make locally. Everything we do, we produce in a 5-mile radius. So, you know, the fact that all these things, uncertain times, you know, we've been able to be on top of things changing. So our manufacturer's just opened up again, and our collection that was supposed to be out a few months ago is now starting to come up again, and we're not relying on other countries, because we're doing everything, you know, within a small
I think that
area.
speaks to a lot of people at the moment, because the whole idea of transport and you know, local, being able to shop local, being able to understand the provenance of what you're buying, whether it's food or clothing, has become much more important to people. And
it's always been important to us. I mean, when we launched, we wanted to be a company that we could be proud of. I mean, obviously we want to be a successful company, but we just want to be a company that actually looks out for other people. We've always supported, you know, women-led enterprises, and in fact our latest, I have a sample here, is we are making, or I should say Eileen is making,
but soon hopefully our factory might be making some
these lovely masks, which are lined with Cucumber Feels Like Silk, so they won't get too hot and clammy, and we are donating these to Upwrap. I'll just demonstrate it.
Yeah, and the fronts are made with offcuts that I just happen to have, but we'll hopefully be using offcuts with our factory as well. And what Upwrap do is they collect these, we're working, other designers are working for us, Simone Rocha, Peter Plotty.
Sunfield.
Yeah, I mean, lots of other brands are donating their offcuts and making these masks, which are not medical grade, but they're barrier masks and they're useful for key workers and their families. So that's been fun, and it's been fun for me to get back at the sewing machine.
Yeah, and I think it's just ways that companies can make a little bit of a difference where they can.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you so much to Success Affairs magazine for inviting us to make this video.
Yes, thank you very much, and we hope that you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please follow, like and share on all social media platforms, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Success Affairs. Thank you, Comfort Clothing.
Bye.
Bye.